So in this video, we'll talk about using and or in an if else. So we are going to revisit example that we had talked about earlier, where we ask the user to enter the number of computers and assume that it costs $2,000 for each computer. And then we ask the user to enter the profession that we receive in this variable called profession. And then here we're checking to see there are two conditions. One is it checks the number of computers and then the profession, right? So as we talked about, this is one group. That's one condition, which can be considered as that is being broken down into smaller conditions. But at the high level, this is treated as one condition, and then computer does the AND operation with the results of this condition. So let's take a look at this program. So I'll run it. Enter the number of computers that you're purchasing. Let's say I purchase 7 computers and military. Now, if you look here, computer count is 7 greater than 3. So this condition is going to be true. And in the other group, if one of the condition is true, then the whole thing will be true, right? So is this profession teacher? No. Is the profession military? Yes. So this condition is going to be true. Since you have an OR condition, and as you know how the OR works, if one of the condition is true, the whole thing becomes true. So now the computer is going to reach that line as you watch here. There you go. Discount is calculated at 20%. And if I don't want to step through these lines, I can simply hit the play button. Not that play button. Step through here. Now, if I don't want to step through the rest of it, you simply hit resume. So let's try one more time. This time, I want the computer to come over here. So in order to computer to come over here, either this has to be false or this whole thing has to be false. One of these have to be false. So I'm going to type the computers as 7 and profession. It's asking for a profession. I'm going to type something other than these professions. I type police. So now, will this be true? 7 greater than 3. Yeah, that's going to be true. Now, if any one of these other ones is true, then the whole thing becomes true. But let's check each one of these. Well, is this true? Police? No. Profession, police, is that equals to military? No. So it's going to skip past this instruction, as you see. Then it's going to go into the body of the else block. It's going to execute those and then come to line 12, and then it zips through the rest of it, right? So this is an example of if else where we use and or combination. So in the next video, we will talk about nested if conditions, nested if else or nested if conditions, right? And then after that, we'll talk about nested if else condition. So we'll see you in the next video.